How to get an undercut haircut. That is the focus on today's video, and I know it's somewhat of an outdated hairstyle. However, if you have it or you want it, I want to go over a number of things, because in my experience of cutting hair for over 30 years, I've seen a number of hack jobs from barbers and hairstylists that just don't understand what to do and how to do this. So the first thing is, and if you're doing this yourself, I wish you nothing but the best, but it's kind of like do at your own risk. The first thing is you need to make sure that your sections are very precise. All right, you could literally do it by using a comb. I do sell these combs on my website, shop.thesalonguy.com. And what you need to do is you need to use, and there's a gap here for a reason. It's not like it's because it's broken, but that little gap right there, it's there for a reason to help you section the hair. So you can use your finger like this as a guide and just like you're drawing straight across, and then you section that hair and get that out of the way. You're literally just, you can even go like this, and you're following along a path, and you're gonna see the tip of the comb here is gonna separate, and it's gonna create a line like this to separate the top, right, this part from the undercut or the disconnected area. I have seen in my career, and I hate to say this, ladies and gentlemen, but if you are a victim of something like this, where it's so uneven like this, and the person cutting your hair just literally, gives you an undercut that goes way up here and then comes back down, you literally are ruined. You're finished. It's going to take you all that time. It could take a year, it could take 8 months, 2 years, however long it took you to grow this, it could take that much longer to actually fix it. Even if it's the slightest bit. I'm talking like, let's just say, we go here, and one little uneven area, something even like this, where it goes down and then has a peak and then comes back up. Even this one area, and let's just see what happens when we even this out. You can see it's now fixed. But that one area, if it's uneven, it will destroy the entire haircut. So, and I've felt so bad for people who have come in over the years, and I said, look, I'm so sorry, but whoever cut your hair literally created a crime scene on your head, and in order to fix this, it's got to grow out because it needs to be perfectly even. Even Steven is the goal here. So you need to create a separation and a solid disconnection. Now, what I do, and I have done it in the past with the back, is I have a tendency to kind of come down on an angle like this and round it out throughout the round part of the head back in through here. Okay, it's kind of like coming down to a point because the occipital bone, the way the head protrudes out here, the way the head rounds out, you want to have a little bit of hair down in through here. All right, you can go straight across. It's just you're going to have less hair in through here, and the ponytail, whatever you put in, the man bun, it's going to be a lot higher, and you're going to have lost a lot of the hair here. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. I just tend to do that to make it a bit more natural. Okay. Now the next part is you can see this hair is relatively longer. So what does that mean? Well, that means that you have, it really depends on how you want to wear your hairstyle. Do you want to have an undercut that literally just, if you've got perfectly straight hair, right? You got, it doesn't matter if it's fine, if it's thick, you have a lot of hair, and you just want to have that kind of classic undercut where it just falls flat. You don't have to do a lot of maintenance to it. It's kind of like the mushroom haircut almost that you've heard, people talk about. Yes, it does look a little mushroomy. However, it's your call. It's your hairstyle, Now, that depends on you. The longer you have the hair on top, the more opportunities you have and varieties that you have with styling your hair like this. You could slick it back, you could put it in a man bun, a ponytail. You have a few more options the longer you have it, okay? It's a bit easier too. You can just grab it, put it in a ponytail, and you're good to go. End of story. The shorter you have it, like let's just say you had the undercut about right here, you may actually see some of the undercut. So again, and it may fall down a lot more It really depends on you. Now, the next thing to take into consideration is how short do you want to have this disconnected part into here. This, I think I did like a number 3 and worked this into like a number 4 or 5 into here. It's actually tapered to go in here to create the illusion of where it looks like there's some hair there, so it's not such a harsh disconnection, such a harsh thing. Now, if you took like a 0 guard or a skin fade and went all the way up to here, it's gonna look very, 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 very obvious, even if you were to brush your hair back like this. Okay, you could see now why having some hair throughout the sides here, it just lightly softens it a little bit so it doesn't look as obvious even throughout the back. Again, depends on you. If you like that really short feeling, you want to have that crisp, clean look, then by all means, do a skin fade. Do whatever you want to do all the way up to here. It's going to last you a little bit longer. It's going to remove a lot of that weight, especially if you've got super, super thick hair, or you've got more of a rounder face and you want to kind of narrow this in. You're narrowing and skimming off some of that excess weight in through the sides here. So it's going to give you the illusion of a more narrow head shape, AKA looking a little bit thinner throughout the face area. All right, so, and again, you'll be able to slick it back. It'll be more of an extreme type of look. It all depends on you as an individual, what kind of haircut you want. I just suggest anyone who's looking to get an undercut hairstyle, you need to find the right person who understands how to create a clean, even section, right? Without creating any sort of like harsh, disconnection that's uneven, right? We don't want uneven Steven, we want even Steven. Even something like this, I've seen a million times, right? Where it goes up like that. This part right here is actually shaved off because of the uneven section. It's an absolute nightmare. You're gonna have to wait, like I said, it could take a year, 8 months to grow. Look how long this is. This could take 8-9 months to grow this. And imagine if that gets hacked off. Let me know in the comments below if you've had somebody, a hair professional, actually do that and destroy your entire undercut because of that, and how long or how did you grow it back in. So for all of you who have had that, the only option is to either grow it back, or if it's not high enough, if it's actually a little bit lower, you can actually even it by raising the undercut to balance it out and to even it off. But if it's like way up here, you're gonna have to undercut and shave all this off here just to even it, and you don't wanna do that. You don't wanna lose all that hair. So I would say just, unfortunately, you're a victim of it. Don't go back to that person. Just grow it out and find someone who actually knows how to friggin' cut hair the right way. All right, the next thing is, your hair type. This is perfectly silky, straight, smooth hair. The hair itself is very, very fine, but there's a ton of the hair, all right? There's a lot of hair in through here. So it really depends on, yes, you can do this with wavy hair, curly hair. I don't think really it's not gonna look as great. This is more designed for that flow, that just, somebody who's got that easy, heavy, silky, smooth hair. And it depends on you. Again, do you want to go super short in through here? Do you want to have it a little softer where you can add a little bit of disconnection like this? It's a great way to remove weight. Even if you had your hair length to about right here, you can have this a bit shorter. Just don't buzz it so short to help camouflage the rest. And what that does is it actually just removes some excess weight throughout the sides and the corners to once again give you more of a narrow shape. And as far as products go, I would use any one of my shampoos and conditioners. If you have wavy hair, if you have frizzy hair, I would suggest using, one of my round brushes here to help really smooth out that hair when you're blow drying like this, and really, really, really helps get it silky smooth like this. That's what this round brush is designed to do, as well as when using my blow dryer. You work them in sync together, and it's gonna help you get silky smooth hair like this. So you can still achieve this haircut if you have wavy hair, very, very frizzy hair, but the minute you wet it, it's gonna go back to that frizz and that wavy texture you have. So if you're interested in purchasing any of my products, use code YouTube20 at shop.thesalonguy.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.